in the second half. Did you think that was the key, or was there something else that cost you this ball game?
I thought we played terrible. That's why we lost.
Turnovers?
Not that many. Pick a facet of the game. They don't press. No. I disagree. You know what? I don't. Obviously, kids don't try to miss open shots. So I don't judge that. The game is about defense. The game is about rebounding. The game is about passing to the open man. The game is not about taking ridiculous shots in the high post when guarded and people are standing wide open at the three-point line. The game's about passing to the open man, which we really struggled with at times. And those are giveaway possessions. We gave away, in my opinion, so we have 12 turnovers. I'm going to say we took another 12 shots, hence why Gary and Kyle are 4 for 19. Now, you can say Taco Fall. I say that's completely inaccurate. I say horrible decision-making. And I would tell you that shot selection-wise, we probably gave away with the turnovers and the horrible shots, which should have been passes, minimum 20 possessions to 25 possessions. You're going to have some in a game. We had double our usual. Yes. And you're not going to win that way on the road against a team with 19 wins. You're just not. You can't give away 20 to 25 offensive possessions and then try to win the game. You say, well, you're struggling to score. You're just giving possessions away. Just ridiculous passing, ridiculous shot selection. In the first half, our guards had 7 turnovers against a team that's standing in a 2-3 zone. Just we were bad. I'm the coach, so blame me. I got no problem with it. We played terrible.
Do you think there was intimidation coming from Fall?
I don't, Chuck.
Okay.
I think they played really hard. You're playing a really good team on senior day that's healthy. They struggled at times. B.J. Taylor was clearly the best player on the floor today. This game isn't that complicated, guys. How did Cleveland Cavaliers do last night? You guys watch SportsCenter?
I did not.
They got beat 20 at home. LeBron James didn't play. Okay, well, I had a few guys didn't play today.
Right.
Yeah. It's just, that's just it. B.J. Taylor was the best player on the floor, period. All the way up until it's a 2-point game. And we don't take him to the pick and roll. Jake's waiting to switch. We have a senior that lets him go away from the pick and shoot a step-back 3. It's just an egregious defensive error. So I focus on coaching points, teaching points, breakdowns defensively, horrible passing, horrible shot selection. I don't focus on whether the ball goes in or not. When we got some open looks, yeah, sure, we missed a lot of open looks. But so did they. So when you cry about that after you lose, that all evens out. It all evens out. It was starting to even out when we started to make shots late. It was starting to even out. But we lost the game in the meat of the game, wasting 25 possessions on turnovers and horrible shot selection. Horrible shot selection. Just unbelievably horrible shot selection. See, what does Taco Fall have to do with the fact that you won't pass the ball to a guy standing wide open at the three-point line? Mm-hmm. So I don't care who you're shooting it over. Everybody has somebody.
Right.
Houston has 6'10" guys. You have to pass the ball.
I thought you stayed on the glass, though. If you ask me, Mick, what did you like about our club?
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
We missed 38 shots. We're going to get some offensive rebounds.
I see what
you see what I'm saying? It's a numbers game.
Yes.
It's a numbers game. So, did the kids try? Sure, the kids, but you can't go on the road and play it that poorly. Effort, just let's start trying real hard doesn't dig you out. Obviously I feel terrible for Trey Scott on what happened at the end of the game. He's a young kid. You don't want, I pray and I beg anybody that's a Cincinnati fan not to take shots at him. It's a horrible break. dunk going out to tie the game. It could happen to anybody. So, I beg of our fans to not take, blame me, don't blame him, please.
You couldn't be satisfied with your two big players.
I guess not, Chuck. They're 4 for 19, and Gary has no defensive rebounds. You would think that one would bounce your way, which a few of them did, but Taco Fall's diving on the floor, and my guy's standing there. So, Anthony Buford and the guys, when the 92 came, they talked about perform. You practice, you train to perform. And look, we didn't perform. We didn't perform. You got to perform. B.J. Taylor performed. A.J. Davis was breaking us down at the rim for a while, beating his man off the dribble. He performed. So it's a I don't know how the game was close. I'm just being honest with you guys. The fact that we had a chance to tie it is a modern. I have no idea. As terrible as our decision making was on offense. It started with the first play of the game that we ran. Kyle Washington forgot to play. The first play of the game. And it kept going all game.
I was going to say, he lost the battle between himself and Taco Fall.
Yeah, again, I'd just like him to be a teammate. And here's the thing about this, Chuck. I'm a history major. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, what what they teach in the military, you do as told, or people die. They don't need heroes, they need soldiers. Right. As a coach, I need soldiers. I don't need you to try, we're down 6 here. I don't need you to try to be a hero and take hard shots to win the game. What happened when he got a wide open 3 at the top of the key? He knocked it in. I don't need guys trying to be heroes. And it happened against Rhode Island. It happened against Butler. It's happened in 2 of our 4 losses, or really 3 of our 4 losses. Trying to be a hero instead of trying to be a soldier. Gary did it too in the high post. Yes. Jaron Cumberland was standing wide open. The play was to get it in the high post, overload the weak side. Jaron Cumberland was unguarded on the weak side wing. We never even looked at it. We caught it and shot it. Now, when I tell you this, I know that Taco's tall. You could have blocked that shot. That's how close the defensive player was to Gary. He never faced. He never knew he was guarded. Just lack of poise. We played bad. I don't know. You're not going to get me to say I'm happy about anything. We played really bad. I'm at a loss for how the game was even close, as bad as we played, to be honest with you. Now, I give them credit. They're a good defensive team. I thought senior day, they played really, really hard. It's the hardest I've seen them play ever. And give Johnny Dawkins credit. He's turned their program around. They're 19-10. And that's with B.J. Taylor, the kid that had 27 today, missing 7 games in December with a broken hand. So they're a good team. But I worry about my guys. Just very disappointed in the performance of some of our guys. So I got to change some of the stuff we're doing in practice, to be really honest with you.
The bad decisions, is that what you call poor performance?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Anybody make a good decision in a walkthrough. Yep.
That's what we were talking about.
You got to perform. All these kids you recruit, and everybody talks about, hopes and aspirations and what guys want to do. You got to, Let me tell you something. Shot selection and passing are anytime a team struggles on offense. And they're playing against a good defensive team on the road. That's a given, obviously, today. But shot selection, horrible. Passing, just almost as bad. Lack of passing, to be honest with you, because our shot selection was so poor.
Coach, we appreciate you coming out. Thanks, you very much. Final score again, 53-49. UCF a winner over Cincinnati. We'll take